Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to make a beefy onion mezcal slow cooked beef. I've been cleaning up my garage and I ended up finding one of my notebooks that has an older recipe, and I said that recipe is really good. I can't believe I haven't shared it with everybody. So today I'm going to share that recipe with you, and I'm also going to be talking about slow cookers. A lot of you don't have the time to go and turn your slow cooker off, but I have something that's going to help you out. For those of you that are limited on time but love to cook, I'm going to help you out here. You know, you've already seen the traditional crock pot. The traditional crock pot, all you have to do is turn the knob, whether you want to cook this on low or on high. But one of the things you do have to do is remind yourself to turn it off. So if you were to set this in the morning and you get off of work and this is still cooking, you run the chances of burning and causing a lot of problems for yourself, unless you have teenagers that want to go and turn it off for you. But for those of you that don't have that time and also want to eat delicious, I definitely recommend the Instant Pot Aura Pro. I really like this one because I'm able to sear. I'm able to do a bunch of different things on here, but one of the best things that I love about it is that I'm able to set a timer. It's really just going to depend on what kind of time you have on your hands and if you have the accessibility to come and turn your slow cooker off. So if you're going to decide which one should I go with, and even though the crock pot is always budget friendly, and you can find it at most of your thrift shops, you can have a tia that's gonna give you a slow cooker, take it. Don't say no to it, take it. And then work your way up to this one. This one's great because if you're busy and you live alone and you need a timer, this one's perfect. But if you have someone to help you out at the house, you have your abuelita helping you out to turn it off, use this one. And I really love cooking with the slow cooker because you guys have seen me cook with the Instant Pot pressure cooker. And sometimes I think it lacks a little bit of the flavor and the tenderness that I'm looking for in my food. But to keep it very traditional, I've really been enjoying using the slow cooker. So if you guys want more slow cooker recipes, I'll link a playlist down below. Now let's get started with our delicious recipe today. And I know a lot of you have your thoughts about the channel and how Cloud and I do things, but I want to let you guys know that we're not sponsored by Crockpot, we're not sponsored by Instant Pot. We like to give you guys the best reviews, and Cloud and I purchased this out of our own pocket so that you guys can kind of decide what's going to work for you. But if any company wants to sponsor us, come on and join us. Send Cloud an email on viewsontheroad@gmail.com. Today we're going to be using the Instant Pot Aura Pro slow cooker. You want to press the saute button because we're going to be sauteing. Add 5 tablespoons of butter. I have 4 pounds of chuck roast, and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Once your butter melts, you're going to add your coated pieces of beef. Allow your beef to sear without moving for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you're going to take your seared beef and place it on a plate. Next, you're going to add 2 large onions to the party. Add 5 garlic cloves. Make sure you're scraping off all the bits at the bottom because that's where the flavor is. After 5 minutes, you're going to go ahead and place your beef right over your onions. Add 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon, half a tablespoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of thyme, 1 teaspoon of celery seeds, and if you don't have access to celery seeds, not to worry, you can chop up 1 or 2 celery stalks and it'll enhance the flavor of this dish. 1 tablespoon of Mexican oregano, 1 tablespoon of jugo Maggi seasoning, and if you don't have this seasoning, that's okay, you can use 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. A little different, but we'll still give it flavor. And I'm going to be using 1/4 of a cup of mezcal. If you don't have mezcal, you can use some tequila. Go ahead and give everything a loving mix. And it smells so good in this pot that I'm now craving a margarita. It smells so good. Lastly, you're going to add 1 cup of water. And you're going to slow cook for 8 hours. And there you have it, a beautiful, tender, and juicy, slow-cooked beef. Let me tell you, don't skip on the mezcal. If you don't have mezcal, you can always use tequila. It really does give like a sweetness to the beef, and it just works so well together. And if you have someone that loves to drink tequila, mezcal, or is just always hungover, they're gonna absolutely love this torta. Let me show you how I prepare it. Right here, I have some day-old beans that I'm just warming up. All I did was add a little bit of water, but you know, they're not as fresh as you would want them, but they are a day-old and they're gonna be perfect for this torta. In this bowl, I have some mozzarella cheese. To your mozzarella cheese, you're gonna add your pickled jalapeños. The ones that are in a can, and you're gonna mix it up. Once your pan gets nice and hot, you're gonna add a handful of your cheese and your pickled jalapeno. Should take you about 1.5 minutes for it to start getting crispy. I'm really good at making bolillo bread, but I'm also really good at keeping small businesses open. And I didn't make this one, but if you guys want a recipe, I'll link it in the description, and I encourage you to use bolillo for this particular recipe. You're gonna place the bottom of your bolillo right on the top of that cheese. Now, if you're in a Mexican establishment and you want this crispy cheese on your tacos, on your torta, you're gonna ask them for a costra. A costra translates into a scab, so don't be scared. Now you know how to say costra. Ooh, we're ready to assemble this torta. If you don't know, you're gonna know. Once you buy this Crema Oaxaqueña, you're not gonna want any other sour cream, but if you can't get a hold of this, use some sour cream. You're gonna add some refried beans to the top of your costra. I won't say it in English because you guys are gonna get grossed out. Just call it a costra forever. Add your delicious mezcal beef. Some fresh, crispy iceberg lettuce and your avocado. If you ever serve a Mexican person a torta without avocado, they might never talk to you ever again. Just a heads up for those of you that are cooking for your Mexican family. Some delicious tomato, and if you don't like tomato and you're a man, you need to eat some fresh tomato, not the cooked tomato. Google it. I can't talk about it right now because the kids are watching. Cebolla morada, muy deliciosa. Add a little bit of salt to the top. Don't skip on squeezing a little bit of lime. And seal the deal. Now who's ready for a delicious and juicy bite? Oh my goodness, look at how juicy it is. Ay! And this is really juicy, so you do want to wrap it. Oh, Dios mío. Nothing better than a delicious torta. I'm gonna need somebody very special to say ah. Okay, I have a few more tortas to make for me and my friends. We're hanging out having a cocktail and these delicious tortas. Ladies, do not be embarrassed to indulge in a torta. Let everybody watch. Let everybody enjoy you enjoying your torta. But I will say this, for those of you that don't like to watch me eat, look away because it's about to get dangerous. Wow, that's incredible. It's absolutely delicious. If you guys make this torta, please tag us on your social media. And if you love this torta, leave us a comment. As always, Cloud and I are wishing you the best. We absolutely adore you, and we're going to be taking a shot with you today. So for those of you that want to take this shot with us, we're using Don Ramon, and this mezcal is absolutely delicious. Pa arriba, pa abajo, pa el centro y pa adentro.